I think their big test is, are they going to be able to beat one of the big boys? Because that's always what it boils down to. I think they're good at, like, my goal for them is the quarterfinal. I mean, they're the host, right? Their
Yeah.
expectations never been higher, but I don't think that's just solely down to their squad. I think it's like this waiting, like, when is the US going to be able to make it deep into a World Cup? They've made the round of 16. They didn't perform well at the Copa America when they got invited. They went to the quarterfinal in '02. I think that's kind of why I put the goal there, because if their expectations are that high, they probably should be able to match it. But I mean, they beat Senegal in the lead up. That's big, but they've lost heavily to Portugal and Belgium, which is my big thing. Like, they need to be able to beat one of the big boys if they're willing to get to
And they're
this
not there.
quarterfinal stage.
Again, I think this is in a sense of, I don't know if Canada and the US I find are both similar in ways in the sense we have certain high caliber players that aren't like world superstars.
Yeah,
Take out like Alfonso Davies for that, but we have guys who are in Europe, and then it's a lot of like MLS guys. So I think there's just that mix of like you have certain guys who are like at a higher level, but like they're not all like at the highest level, you
yeah,
know. So
I agree with you.
it's and again, like Canada and the US, I am a strong believer, and you play 10 times, it's maybe Canada wins six, US wins four, maybe it's five. There's some draw. Like
Yeah,
again, I think
I'd
we're
say it's
very not to
50-50.
go back into it, but again, like I just think US have been very. I think it's like it felt like it's just gone down a little. I mean, like if we saw how they did at some of the other World Cups, like they wouldn't get like they were in knockout stages, were they not? I'm trying to
For
think.
sure, they've just never really pushed on to
Yeah,
maybe
and
what US American expectations are, whether that's just or unjust.
they
American
should be.
expectations is like excellence,
Yeah, like
and they
and
haven't gotten there with
they
this.
should be like at every World Cup, but like 2018, they weren't even there. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
that
like
was a disappointment. But again, they've hired some really really shaky managers. I
yeah,
I hated Berhalter. I thought Berhalter was a horrible coach. So to get Pochettino in here, that's why my expectation is a little higher. It's the same thing with Canada. They may look shaky, but just like we were saying, this is the best team Canada's ever fielded. This is also the best manager they've ever had, in my opinion, and Jesse Marsh.
oh yeah.
So, like, they're both led by good managers, bridging maybe on great managers. I think Pochettino has a bit better CV than Marsh, obviously. But again, like Canada, this is also a pretty weak group.